It's all right, darling. It all ended well for him. She dabbed her eyes with a handkerchief. I know, and I'm still so relieved, but I couldn't bear to watch another one of our children endure a situation similar to his. No political arrangement is worth the cost of our children's happiness. That's why we're arranging for Prince Briar to visit before signing any contracts. Father turned to me. If you find you don't suit, please be open with us. Even though I knew they were sincere in their willingness to put my wishes above the interests of our kingdom, I also understood that doing so would disappoint them, for it was their duty to see to the welfare of our subjects, a duty that was also mine. I'd known it my entire life and wouldn't falter. I understand. I took a steadying breath in an attempt to calm my nerves. When are they to arrive? At week's end. My heart sank. So soon? But perhaps it was for the best, so I wouldn't have time to get even more anxious than I already was. My chest tightened and my mind's familiar taunts returned before I had a chance to suppress them. I'll hate you too, just like Diedrich did. I squeezed my eyes shut, willing the fearful words to leave me. They quieted but lingered, lying in wait to make another attack soon. Rhea, dear? Mother's face was twisted with worry. I forced a smile. I have no doubt their visit will go well. Then we'll be aligned with a powerful kingdom. Father frowned. That's true. But Rhea, even though we'd be pleased with such an alliance, please know we're sincere and that we'd never force you to. Liam's fell through with Syria, as did mine with Sortalea. This one has to go through. My parents studied me closely, as if trying to pry off the rigid mask I wore in order to steal a glimpse of my true feelings. But they wouldn't succeed. I'd long since trained myself to keep my emotions hidden. There's no doubt this would be a wonderful alliance for us, Father said. Not to mention I'd be pleased to have one of our daughters as the future queen of our primary neighbor. But this isn't the only potential alliance you can make. You could always marry Prince Briar's younger brother, or any of the 4 princes of Bitamia, or even Prince Nolan of Lysyria. Bitamia is too far away. Being aligned with a kingdom across the sea wouldn't be nearly as beneficial as being aligned with our neighbor. Besides, their crown prince already has an arrangement with Princess Saren of Sortalea, and Crown Prince Nolan is likely not an option, considering our relations with Arserio have been sour ever since Liam's betrothal with Rheanna fell through. That leaves the 3 Bitamian princes, and none of them would provide the opportunity for me to become queen. My stomach knotted at the thought. I didn't really want to be queen, but I knew Father desired it for me, which meant I should aspire to it too. Indeed. Father was still perusing my expression. I fought to keep it neutral. He finally nodded, seeming satisfied. Very well. I'm pleased you understand the situation. I hope you and Briar discover you're a good match, but if it doesn't work out, then we'll arrange a different marriage for you. All will be well. He patted my hand. I nodded again. It will be. But I didn't believe my own words, especially as my constant fear attacked anew. What if you fail? Again? No, I couldn't. But how could I not when I still didn't understand what I'd done wrong the first time? I sat rigidly in my seat, fighting the urgency to pace the parlour as my gaze repeatedly darted towards the window for any sign of the carriage bearing the Malvagarian royal crest. Oblivious to my tension, Elodie wriggled excitedly beside me, her embroidery forgotten on her lap. This is so exciting, Rhea. You're to marry the crown prince of such a wealthy kingdom, and Briar is so handsome. My romantic younger sister thought every prince was handsome, even those whom she'd never met. Elodie's embroidery slid to the floor as she swiveled in her seat to peek once more out the window with a disappointed frown. The carriage still isn't here. I don't think I can bear to wait a moment longer. I bent down to retrieve her.